Hi. Welcome to the Eddie Books. Norwegian Wood is a 1987 novel by Japanese author Haruki Murakami. The novel is a nostalgic story of loss. It is told from the first-person perspective of Toru Watanabe, who looks back on his days as a college student living in Tokyo. Through Watanabe's reminiscences, readers see him develop relationships with two very different women: the beautiful yet emotionally troubled Naoko, and the outgoing, lively Midori. This novel is set in late 1960s Tokyo during a period when Japanese students, like those of many other nations, were protesting against the established order, while it serves as the backdrop against which the events of the novel unfold. Murakami, through the eyes of Watanabe and Midori, portrays the student movement as largely weak-willed and hypocritical. Plot summary: Toru Watanabe, who is 37 years old, is arriving in Hamburg, West Germany, when he hears an orchestral version of Norwegian Wood by the Beatles. He has a sudden rush of sadness and longing for the past. He thinks about the 1960s, when a lot of important things happened in his life. Watanabe's best friends are his peer Kazuki and Kazuki's girlfriend Naoko. Kazuki and Naoko are particularly close and feel as if they are soulmates. And Watanabe seems more than happy to be their guardian. This perfect life is broken when Kazuki kills himself on his 17th birthday without warning. Both of Kazuki's remaining friends are greatly affected by her death. Watanabe feels death everywhere, and Naoko feels like she's lost an important part of herself. They spend more and more time together and go for long walks on Sundays. But they never talk about how they feel about each other during this time. On the night of Naoko's 20th birthday, when she feels especially weak, they have sex. And Watanabe finds out that she has never been with a man before. After that, Naoko writes a letter to Watanabe saying she needs some time alone and is dropping out of college to go to a hospital. There is political unrest going on in the background of these events. At Watanabe's college, the students go on strike and call for a change. The students stop their strike for no clear reason and act like nothing happened, which makes Watanabe angry because he sees it as a sign of hypocrisy. Midori Kobayashi, who is also in Watanabe's acting class, makes friends with him. She is open, lively, and very sure of herself, which is the opposite of Naoko. Even though he loves Naoko, Watanabe is also drawn to Midori. Midori feels the same way, and while Naoko is away, their bond grows. Watanabe and Midori have a unique friendship in which they both understand each other. Watanabe goes to see Naoko at her refuge on a mountain near Kyoto. There, he meets Reiko Ishida, a patient who is older than Naoko and has become her friend. During this and other visits, Reiko and Naoko talk more about their pasts. Reiko talks about what led to her mental illness and why her marriage didn't work out. And Naoko talks about how her older sister died by suicide many years ago. When Watanabe goes back to Tokyo, he can't stop thinking about Naoko. He moves to a town without telling Midori, which hurts their relationship. He writes a letter to Reiko and asks her for help about how he can love both Naoko and Midori at the same time. He doesn't want to hurt Naoko or lose Midori, but he also doesn't want to hurt Naoko. Reiko tells him to take advantage of this chance for happiness and see how things go with Midori. In a later letter, Naoko tells Watanabe that she took her own life. Watanabe walks around Japan aimlessly, sad and confused, while Midori, who he hasn't talked to in a while, wonders what has happened to him. After about a month of traveling, he goes back to the Tokyo area and finds Reiko. She leaves the sanatorium to come see him. Reiko stays with Watanabe, and they have sexual relations. Watanabe learns that Midori is the most important person in his life through this experience and the private talk he has with Reiko that night. Watanabe calls Midori to tell her he loves her after seeing Reiko off. Midori asks, "Where are you now?" And Watanabe thinks about this question until the end of the book. End of the summary. Thank you.